Hey folks, GHondo here, and welcome back to RimWorld. This is episode 2 of our little colony that we got started. Just to bring you up to speed, a little bit has changed since last episode. I've been messing around with the mods a little bit. I'm pretty sure some of them were broken, because when I loaded in, it gave me all sorts of errors, and half of them were disabled, so good times. In fixing that, I also got one of my other mods that I thought should have been more obvious to me that it wasn't working. But if you notice the metals and the machine, compact machinery and all that, I put a mod in just to make them very, very colorful. While I'm not colorblind, my vision isn't that great, so I do find this a little bit easier to see, and hopefully, if any of you guys have any issues with vision, that will help as well. So that is that, and that is good. I also had noticed some pants here, and I was a little concerned somebody was walking around half naked, but then I realized it was in fact just that we told this Mel here to put flak pants on, so, you know, crisis averted. Anyway, so we are up and we are running and ready to go. So where we left off, we had just built this little shelter here. I got a little bit of research going, got the fields in and all that. So to get going here, I figured the first thing we're going to do is we're going to move the stockpile indoors so our components don't rot or fall apart or what have you. Other than that, I'm just going to let Kira continue on her research. She's working on power stuff, batteries and solar panels. I'll probably do either a wind turbine or actually probably might just wait for the geothermal. Probably be even better, but either way, let's let them get going. And we are going to make an indoor stockpile for now. I don't know exactly where I want it. How about we just put it there for now? I don't think I set... Yeah, I don't think I changed any settings here, so the only thing I'm going to do is say that that doesn't get to have anything in it, and that does, and hopefully, assuming that base game behavior hasn't changed, they should now slowly start moving stuff over when they have time. It looks like Dips is already working on that. Fantastic. Alright, excellent. So once all that stuff's moved in, I can get rid of that zone. The dumping stockpile can stay there, that's obviously fine, because that's just going to be corpses and chunks and stuff that it really doesn't matter if it sits outside. I don't mind that in the slightest. We can speed things up a little bit. Visitors relationship. Alright. They do have traders, and apparently... Oh, they are very well connected. We have a brother and a father. Okay. Cool. We don't really have anything to trade, but I guess we can go at least look and see what they've got. But I truly, truly doubt that we're going to actually participate in the trade. But let's go at least see what's on the menu. Yeah, they don't really have anything that we're terribly interested in, and, well, frankly, we don't really have anything to buy it with anyway, so, well, I guess we should have some silver kicking around, but maybe it's not in the stockpile right this moment, because they're moving stuff around, but, yeah, I don't think we really want to worry too much about this. Anyway, thanks for dropping by, guys. It's all good. Fantastic. Yeah, we definitely have silver. Not sure why. Oh, it probably doesn't count as an actual inventory item. If I just said I had money on hand, I just didn't even notice. But either way, like I said, there's nothing I'm real interested in, so we're not going to worry about it. Now, I should have, yes, I put a mod in for the trading spot. I mean, for now, I don't mind terribly where they go, but I think in future that will become a thing. So I think for now, I will just plunk them. Nah, let's just leave them kind of where they are, or close to it. That will be fine. And a journey spot. Okay, so this is... Okay, so this is where we load caravans, so this I'll want near the stockpile than the actual journey spot. So it doesn't really matter which side of the map they go out. Well, currently there's stuff happening here, so I think we'll just say exit at the bottom. Cool. Okay. stuff. Oh, other thing I mucked around with a little bit in between episodes I forgot to mention earlier. I played around with the sound settings a little bit. Hopefully they're good, because I had noticed that they were basically inaudible. So hopefully they're okay now. Please do let me know in the comments if they're either still too quiet or if I've overdone it and they're far too loud. But they seem okay to me just in my local quickie test, so we'll see how it is once it actually gets up on YouTube. That would be good. And hopefully you're enjoying the series so far. I know it's early days yet, but hopefully you're enjoying what you see so far. If you are, please do leave a like, subscribe, leave me a comment, all that happy YouTube stuff. It really does help. It lets YouTube know that you're liking it. Speaking of liking, apparently they liked us enough to leave us gold. Oh, that's very nice. I am very happy with that, because we will need gold for... I probably can't even look at it yet because I don't have the research. But the microelectronics bench. Where did that go? It probably won't actually show me until I actually research it, but the bench requires both gold and plasteel, and I don't remember how much, but either way, that's a good start. Okay. Fantastic. So, we have people not doing anything. That is not acceptable. Let us get them some work. Let's start with doing some mining. Mining's always a good shout. Okay. I'm really starting to not like this random ideology I picked, because apparently they don't like cutting trees and they don't like mining. Well, you know what, guys? I'm afraid that you're doing it anyway. There we go. Do I need the components yet? Not really, so I'll leave those there, but let's get them digging out that steel. And I am a little worried this might not be enough food, so maybe I will add one more little growing zone, maybe get some corn or something on the go. It takes a while to grow, so that'll be fine. Yeah, let's do that. I've already... And then we have to decide what we're going to do to keep people happy, whether we're going to get them like hops, so they can get into alcohol. If we get into psychoids, we make psychite tea. They are all, obviously, all highly addictive, and things not real keen on giving them. But at some point, they're probably going to need it, so it might not be a bad idea to get that going before we need it, because it does take a while to grow. So maybe what I'll do is make just a wee tiny... I will just make it very tiny, because I don't want a lot of this stuff. I certainly don't want them getting addicted to stuff. Let's do psychoid. So we can make them psychoid tea, and that'll be much down the road, but having it already in the ground means by the time we get to it, it should hopefully already be grown. That'll be good. We can accelerate a little bit. No, we can't. Somebody's still bored. Right, what can I get Mel doing? I don't like idle colonists. Maybe we'll start deconstructing all this stuff. Yeah, let's grab all this stuff here. Claim. So we will say we officially own all this. Is there any reason to keep this? Or should I just deconstruct it? I think I'm just going to deconstruct it. Yeah, let's just get rid of all this. In fact, let's just get rid of the whole lot. We'll come back to that mad rat in just a second. I want to get the deconstruct order going here. Let's just rip all that apart. Now, our first combat. Is everyone else scared? I'm terrified. I'm not really scared. It's a rat. I think we'll be okay. We will say to hunt it, and on the subject of hunting, that reminds me, we need a butchery table. I don't usually like putting that indoors because it's very dirty. So let us, oops, It's not R to rotate. It's Q and E. Yeah, let's plunk that, let's say, there. And yes, you'll have an outdoors penalty, that's fine. We will fix that as well. Yeah. I'm gonna make a wee tiny room. That's off center. That's going to absolutely destroy my OCD. That's not gonna work. Okay. Yeah, we're starting over. Cancel everything. We're done. Can't do it. Can't handle it. Going nuts. That's like that. Okay. And then we'll plunk in. Simple door for now. Okay, that's not great, but it will do. And we'll want a stockpile zone here. And its only purpose in life is for a little trick I'll show you when we get that built. Where we basically say we don't want anything here. But we will talk about that. This is more for the kitchen more so than the butchery, but it's the same principle. And that rat got here a lot faster than I was ready for. Alright everybody, let's go. Actually, let's come up here. Oh no, there's... yeah. We're gonna come out here. We need to get away from it for a second, so we can actually fight it without getting zapped. I'd like to think you can there you go, you can handle a rat. Good job, guys. Crisis averted. Can I have my speed back? Combat's over. Please? Please, game? Thank you. Good game. Alright, so Dips is getting that building done. What I should actually do I want a door straight in here? Now I kind of want them to keep this completely outside. It would certainly be quicker to allow access to a door here, but maybe what I'll do is when I build the freezer, I'll build it here. Give them access that way, or up here maybe. But I'll give them access to the freezer rather than the actual barracks. That would make more sense. Yes. So let us plan where that's going to be. I'm thinking I'm just going to plunk it up here. Yeah. How big do I want the freezer? That's tons for now. I don't want it too big because otherwise I'd have to put in multiple coolers. So that should absolutely be sufficient for now. And I probably should airlock it to keep temperature in. This way, because obviously every time a colonist comes in or out, they let some of the heat in, and we don't want that in the freezer. So, and then we'll want the same thing on this side. And that's going to be how they get back in the base, because I'm going to make the kitchen over here somewhere. That'll work. That will work like a treat. Okay, so bills. Right, so we're just going to be doing butcher. Right, and this was the reason I made that little stockpile. What we can say here is simply drop on floor, and now it will still count. If you do either drop on floor and don't have one here, it doesn't count. It's not such a big deal for butchering, but for things, for example, cooking or crafting, if it's not counting, and you say a bill of, say, make until I have 10 food, for example, they would just keep making them over and over and over again because they're not counting the ones they've already made. Having a little stockpile here gets around that. The other option, of course, would be to have them, take the stockpile, but I'd rather the person working on it to just work, drop the stuff, and then be done, as opposed to running back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. So that's that. We don't want them running all over the entire map, though, so we'll just knock that down a bit. Cool. And I think that is good enough for that. I suppose there's no reason, though, we can't have animal corpses come here, though. So I guess we will bump that up just a little bit. And we'll bump this down a bit, because I would prefer animal corpses here rather than here. Cool. Okay. Let's advance more time. I was kind of hoping to get some of that research done. But apparently, they're so busy fighting rats, they're not getting to it. Oh well, that's okay. That's okay. Crazy speed, crazy speed. Okay, excellent. This is coming together. So this is going to be zone for the freezer when it's ready. We do not want rotten stuff in here. In fact, actually, let's just do this the easy way. So we want meals in here, raw food, and there are certain drugs and plants that rot and some don't, and I don't remember which ones are which. So for now, I'm just going to say all plant matter and all medicine and all drugs. This isn't necessary, but I don't actually remember which ones are which. So rather than racking my poor addled brain, I'm just going to do that. Yeah, because I don't know if anyone watching this has watched the Oxygen Not Included episode I recorded earlier today, but that was quite the ordeal. I was in interface and mod agony for a good 2 hours, so I'm a little frazzled today. But anyway, that's okay. We'll get there. We will get there. And I am going to name this the freezer so I remember that's what that is. Glorious. And again, we're going to need lights in there. Obviously, I don't want to put a campfire in there. That completely defeats the purpose of having it be a freezer. But until we get this power stuff done, there's no point in putting freezer stuff in there because it's not going to stay on anyway. Ah, here we go. Fantastic. So we need a name. Names I always struggle with, not going to lie. So I'm probably just going to end up hitting the old randomize a few times until I see something that's not too terrible. Well, that's not terrible. Come on, let's find something. Yikes. I have to be able to pronounce it though, that is kind of important, and that wasn't going to happen. Shoberon Coalition. Alright, let's go with that. And this actual settlement, the town itself, shall be Terston. Love it. There we go. So we are living in the happy city of Terston, and we are the Shoberon Coalition. And on that happy note, folks, I think I'm going to call it there. So thank you very much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any recommendations on things I can be making changes to, especially things like audio settings, or even stuff like game itself, like what research I should go for next, that sort of thing, please do feel free to leave me a comment. Otherwise, I will see you next time. Have a good one. Bye.